Hey everyone, we've got a dud on our hands with this system. Zach and I here
Sure
in the
do.
weather lab. So what happened, Zach? What's going on? People are laughing. We're allowed to change the forecast.
Yeah, why not?
We're a day ahead of the system. Yesterday it was looking like the track of this low would be very favorable, and for what we were seeing, it did look very favorable. Now, not so favorable.
Yeah, that track is definitely a lot further south, and that means the snow potential is a whole lot less.
And I start to question if we even see any snow potential at all. I mean, really, honestly, the models are going that extreme in taking out the precipitation, but it makes sense. It makes sense. So here's the deal. We're not barely getting anything. Don't expect a lot. If it does, I'd be thoroughly surprised. I don't see it. It doesn't make sense. Let me show you why. First of all, the track of the low is a lot farther south. Originally, this low was supposed to be tracking like this. So look, it was supposed to take a turn southeast near Oklahoma and then track this way. Now, look at the actual low. Not only is it falling apart, there is some precipitation, but I'm thinking this is going to be a snow event for Southwest Arkansas.
Yeah, in the Ouachita Mountains.
Yeah. You want to know something? I think that, and I think Zach agrees, if you live in southern Lafleur County, if you live in Scott County, or if you live in Logan County, Mount Magazine probably will get snow.
It could be a bullseye down there.
Yeah, it really could. And we're talking several inches of snow. Yeah. So we knew there was going to be surprises for this. Well, surprise, a big dud's coming for tomorrow for most of the area. We might not get barely any precipitation. I mean, really, that's how drastic things have gotten with this. Let's take a look at the latest models and we'll show you what we're talking about. So first of all, water vapor, got to look out the window, right, Zach?
Yeah.
Looking out the window is essentially this low pressure system going way south. Number one, it has to turn northeast. It's not going to do that. This is what the low is going to do. It's going to go like this, and then that kicker system comes and it drops south this way. So it almost doesn't even make it into Arkansas. Now, with it tracking here, that would put southwest sections of our weather coverage area in the bullseye. We're talking extreme southwest. So here's a look at the projected track from last night. It was supposed to go farther east. It's not. It's digging. It's going south, and that means a dud. The projected track today, let's see how we're doing. Not too bad. I think that's pretty much right on the money.
Pretty good.
Pretty centralized. But what's interesting is it does take that jog to the south. So how does 130 miles make such a difference, Zach, for the snow forecast?
Dry air builds in.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole lot drier. That precipitation wall going to be a lot further south.
And we can show you that on all the models. So we're coming up with the 9 o'clock newscast. I really want people to pay attention to this lack of snowfall. So here's the HRRR. Remember yesterday, HRRR going bonkers on the snow and showing the precipitation. Now look. Wait for it. Wait for it. That's it. It's gone. That was it. That's all it shows. Now, farther south, see that down there? That will be a bullseye of snowfall. And you can even see that the storm system's dropping south even more on that. So there it is, moving south, and then it's gone. So with it farther south, that also means that we won't get as much cold air, too. So the temperatures won't be as cold. Let's look at a different model. How about the graph? The graph was going so crazy with snow a couple days ago.
A couple models runs ago, it was showing a whole lot of snow, but now not much at all.
So here's the graph model. Look at this. A little bit. And now here's the thing. I'm not taking out precipitation completely. I'm not taking out everything. I think we get some precipitation. I think we get a little bit of a light rain changing over to a few snowflakes, and then people are going to be like, well, they're way off. Well, 2 days ago, yes, we were way off, but today we're calling for not much. There you see the system moving out. It still shows, this is, by the way, the 18Z. It hasn't updated to the 0Z yet. It takes a while to do that, but it barely has anything. Let's look at the 3 kilometer graph. Thomas, what's going on, my man? Okay.
at the time.
Yeah, I will check it out here in just a second.
Okay.
Did it work? Did you get that other video imported?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We had a giant group. What did you say? It was a pretty big group? in
Yeah, a
here?
lot of people.
We had the West Fork gifted and talented 3rd and 4th grade. And not only that, we had a lot of parents too.
Oh, yeah.
And a teacher that was along. Everybody wanted to come to the TV station and see a newscast live in person. So, and we had to stall a little bit to get them to play on the green screen.
Yeah.
Had to stall an hour.
An hour?
An hour. Yeah, because 6:30 to 7 was
Yeah.
the sports special for
Yeah.
softball.
I saw
And
you had
then
him-
7
had him
to
outside the
7:30.
balcony.
I had them
break
everywhere.
room.
I had them everywhere. So, all right, let's take a look at this. This is the 3-kilometer graph. Oh, and then it stops right there. That is when it was supposed to be totally filled in with snow at this point.
So there could be a band in Northwest Arkansas.
Could be a small band. Yeah.
Small band.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think there'll be some precipitation, but
Mhm.
nah.
The impacts from this probably not going to be too bad for most.
Honestly, I think people will wake up and not even see a drop.
Yeah, probably
Like
no one's
not,
gonna
not even
notice.
see any snow
Yeah.
at all. You'll be waking
Yeah.
up going, "What? Where happened?" Well, it's all about the track of the low. Track of the low is important. Let's see where the latest models are showing. Remember this map? This map is going crazy over Northwest Arkansas. Now, there still could be higher elevations where the temperatures are a little colder, a little band sets up, as Zach mentioned. I don't want to discount that because there could always be surprises. So maybe like, the Boston Mountains, Newton County, Eastern Madison County, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit more snow. Okay, let's look at the European. I think that's going to be more so. And remember, 0.2 of an inch. What do? You have to subtract about a half inch to an inch from those models. Well, if you subtract a half inch from 0.2,
Not much.
you're in
negative.
you're in the
On
negative. Yeah, you're in
So
the
we're
negative.
Taking away
values.
snow.
Taking away my insanity. That's for sure. Here's a look at the GFS. GFS, that doesn't have as much. It still has that little bit though, and that's why I can't discount any precipitation. I just don't think there's going to be a lot. Remember the NAM? Joshua says the NAM yesterday was crazy and did a complete 180 and showed nothing. So do you know why it showed nothing, Joshua? It was all because of the track. When that system was dropping south, the HRRR started picking up on it. 6Z, it removed the precipitation. That's exactly what happened. And I know you guys are thinking, oh yeah, when they call for nothing, big stuff happens. I get that. That happened on the February 9th. Although I did go and I had a report of this about 6 to 8 inches with that storm. And then we ended up getting 2 feet.
Yeah, but we can see that track on the water vapor.
Yeah.
So we're pretty confident that it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference right there. So yeah, we'll look at this here on the. So we can see the track. So honestly, if there's an accumulation map that we need to make an update, it would probably be the Ouachitas, and that's it. And a little bit of a light dusting. Like, I actually did make a new snow map, and I need to add a little bit more of the precipitation in the river valley because I really do think with the track of it, it is going to be more favorable to the south. So this is what I had. We're going to have to take that a little bit farther south. I still think higher elevations might see a little bit of a dusting, but nothing super major. So we look at
Or
this.
add that bullseye in the floor.
Yeah,
side.
add the bullseye in the floor and in Scott County. Right. You can see it here. Look, I'll show you. You can see the elevations. Look, there's the elevations. That's exactly what it is. That's the terrain right there. And those mountains will produce a little bit more snow because the precipitation is going to be that far south. So even the European showing this, HRRR. Let's show you the HRRR moving, and this will give you an idea. So I'm going to zoom out on this. Stand by. Okay, good. I don't have the scene camera loaded, so we got to zoom out. Duh, HUD. Now, we move along in time. Wow, that's it. But look at what's happening to the south. The south is getting more precipitation. The river valley will get more. However, I think the Ouachitas is the bullseye.
Yeah, I think so too.
And something else that Zach and I were tracking. Bring up Mega Doppler. Check this out. This is a confirmed tornado reported in Florida from the same system that came through yesterday. There's the spin. Looks like the tornado's lifted and they dropped the tornado warning. But just to give you an idea of how Mega Doppler will be getting its workout here in the spring. So this is cool. We're going to do a real quick a 4-panel on this. And so let's do this. We'll do storm relative velocity and PTDS. So watch the white start showing up here when the tornado develops. Right about this point, you can see that tornado starting to wrap up. I don't know the pronunciation of that town. You could start to see some debris showing up. Now watch what happens here. Whoops, I stepped forward a little bit fast. Tornado warning, tornado confirmed. There's the debris. So that's the debris signature. So that's called the tornado detection. That's our tornado detector. So if we come back here and we bring up Mega Doppler on WSI real quick. So this is just something that I wanted to show you. And where I got to go because we're getting ready for the 9 o'clock news. But again, the track of this low is farther south. We're not looking at much. Here's Mega Doppler and the tornado detector. So there it is, detected. Boom, it's got it. Notice how it doesn't show up. It shows up. There it is, tracking southeast, and then it's gone. And I think that's exactly what happened with that storm. Is that you can see that rotation, how it really wrapped up.
It's very impressive.
That's an impressive circulation for sure. We look at the 4-panel. There's the different tilts, and that's really close to the radar too, by the way. And then we'll look at this. This will show you all of them. Spectrum width, PTDS is not on there, but we can put it on there going right here. And then there's the circulation, and then there's the tornado right showing up here in just a second. Got to go back just a little bit. Right there, it shows up. No, it doesn't show up on PTDS. Oh, it's because I'm tilted too high. There we go. So those are all the low tilts. Make sure these are all the lowest tilts. There we go. Always be on the lowest tilt. That's important. Don't know, actually, Branson. That's a good question. Probably because they're going nuts. And we'll see. I don't know. It's we'll see. Maybe this system overperforms, but looking at the track, I don't think so. So let's sum it all up in one word.
Bust.
Bust. Bust, dud. That's what we're looking at. So thankfully, not a big deal. I'm not saying you won't see any snow, but I wouldn't expect a lot of accumulation, if any, for some locations. Now, southern Scott County, LaFleur County, watch out. That could get a little more
Could be a
interesting.
bullseye.
We'll have the latest forecast on Fox 24 News at 9. We've with that lady right there, Anna Darling. Go ahead and say hi. There she is in the back, getting ready for the newscast. So we're getting ready to go. And we'll have the latest information as it comes available. But rest easy. No worries about travel tomorrow. I just don't really see it. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. It doesn't look like it will, though.
Doesn't.
Nope. All right. See you guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And later.